Try developing t1.py inside a list folder. In Python, there are several containers. List is one among them. The syntax of the list. It is almost like a array. In several programming languages, you might have seen array. In Python, list is there. Elements are stored in different indexes. List container, any number of elements, any type of elements, every element occupying with a unique index. This whole list referring by A. By using A and unique index, you can access. By using A and unique index, access the. You can also print straight away A. Let us see what is the output of this. You can access individually the elements by specifying index number. Individual access, individual access. This is the A. So entire container, it's a straightforward. List elements are maintaining unique indexes. List elements are maintaining unique indexes. Go to the next program. Just to copy the same. T2. Same list. We can print entire list. We can print a particular element in the list. There is no index number 5. If specifying an index which is not available, while specifying the index which is not available, what could be the output? Try running. Index error. Please remember, if you specify an index which is not available, then you will be getting index error. We are specifying A of 5. 5 is not available. 5 is not available. We have to go through from 0 to 4 only. 5 is not available. While specifying 5, you will be getting an error. Come to the next one. In other programming languages, you cannot specify negative index number. In other programming languages, negative index number gives index out of bounds error. But in case of Python, negative index number, it will be counting from last to first. 50 specifying through -1 index. 40 specifying through -2 index, -3, -4, -5. Last element is with -1. First element is with minus length. If totally 5 elements are there, first element will be -5. If totally 10 elements are there, first element will be -10. The last element will be -1. Left to right indexes are from 0 to length -1. Left to right indexes are from 0 to length -1. Right to left right to left indexes are -1 to minus length. -1 to minus length. Try running this. You can see. Let's see T4. At any particular location, you can specify a different value. Any particular location. That location can be accessed through positive number from left to right, negative number from right to left, according to your requirement. You can go for supplying a positive number from left to right, supplying a negative number from right to left. Try running. You can see previously whatever data was there. Later, what is the data? We replaced two values. One is A4. A4 means last element. Second one is A minus 5. That is first element. First element before it was 10, then replaced. Before it was 50, then replaced. Inside a list, at any time, you can modify. Whichever element you wanted to modify, specify that element index. It can be positive or it can be negative. Come to the next one. Length of A. LEN. Len is a predefined function to find out total number of elements inside a list. In order to find out total number of elements in the list, use len function. Len is a function, it's a predefined, it is used for finding out total number of elements in the given list. Come to the next one. By using for loop, we can iterate every element from the list. By using for loop, we can iterate every element from the list. Iterating elements from the list one by one by one. Iterating the elements from the list one by one by one. I will be assigning to 10 in the first iteration. We are printing I. 10 will be printing. In the second iteration, same I will be assigning with 20. We are printing I. 20 will be printing. In the third iteration, I will be assigning to 30. Print of 30. I will be assigning to 40. Print of 40. I will be assigning to 50. Print of 50. Let us run. Very simple. Come to the next one. Define t7.py. t7.py. So here we are not supplying a x. What we are supplying? We are supplying length of the x. We are also using while loop. As long as I less than length of the list, I less than length of the list, as long as I less than length of the list, while loop will continue, while loop will be continuing. What we are doing in the while loop? Not printing of I, printing of x of I, printing of x of I, printing one element from the x, printing one element from the x. Please observe. Then increment the I value, increment the I value, increment I. It's straightforward. Generally, while iterating elements of any array or the list, we will be using this type of approach. I is incrementing for every iteration. We are referring incremented I as an index to read a value from the x. X is a list. Try running. Very simple. Come to the next one. So here 2:10, 5:13. What colon represents in case of list? Please observe 2:10. From 30 onwards, that is index number 2, till to 45, that is index number 9, index number 9. 2:10. 2 is a inclusive, 30 is a inclusive. 10 is a second limit, that 10 is a exclusive, 100 is not inclusive. First one is a inclusive, second one is a exclusive. Range of values reading from index number 2 till to index number 9. From index number 5 till to index number 12. In any programming language, while specifying a range through limit, first limit is a inclusive, second limit is a exclusive. You can see. You can go for different limits. Just to copy the same program, go to the T9. We didn't specify starting limit. If you are not specifying starting limit, then it will be take 0 as a beginning. From the beginning onwards till to index number 9. Again from the beginning onwards till to index number 4. Try running. From 0 onwards till to index number 9, that is 45. From 0 onwards till to index number 4, that is 50. Copy the same. Go to the T10. 5:8. Elements are same. Range, initial limit only specifying. Find out what could be the output for 5:8. So 5 colon. From index number 5 onwards, whatever remaining elements are there, all elements you should consider. Please observe. 8 colon. From index number 8 onwards, all remaining elements you should consider. Straightforward. If you are not specifying second limit, then it will consider till to the end. If you are not specifying first limit, then it will start from the beginning. (15 colon). But here Starting number 15 is not available. Starting number 15 is not available. We are specifying 15 colon. You are getting an empty list. You are not getting an index error. You are not specifying one index. We are specifying the range. Unfortunately, that range is not available inside a X. Unfortunately, that range is not available inside a X. Come to the next one. Here, the beginning index is not specified, only ending index is specified. But that too, that ending index is 25. But actually, how many indexes available? Only 13. It is reading only till to 13. From 14 onwards, not available. But you requested from 0 to 25. Whichever is available, those are reading. From 0 onwards till to 13. But you specify till to 25. From 14 onwards, not available. You are not getting an error. In case of range, you won't get index error. Whichever is available, that will be reading. If you are specifying one index, then that should be available. If you are specifying a range, the entire range doesn't require to be inside a list. Whichever is available, that will be reading. Come to the 13. Specify the range in the negative numbers also. Specifying the range through negative numbers. The range should be specified from left to right. The range always should be specified from left to right. So please observe, in the same way, let's go for minus 14 onwards. Minus 14 onwards. While going for minus 14 onwards, guys, this is minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13, minus 14. That is from 10 onwards, it is continuing further. If you go for minus 5, we didn't specify left side anything. It has to read from first to minus 5. You can see from first to minus 5. Minus 5 is a exclusive till to minus 4. Sorry, till to minus 6. The second one is a exclusive. First one we didn't specify. It has to read from the beginning onwards. It continues till 2. Minus 6. Got it. Come to the next one. 14. List can have any number of elements, any type of elements. Data type is not fixed. Any number of elements, any type of elements in the same list. Inside a list, we can store any number of elements, any type of elements. Even order also maintaining. In whichever order we stored elements, in the same order. In whichever order we store the elements, in the same order elements are reading. Done. Come to the next one. In, not in. These are the operators. In will be checking whether ABC available in the X or not, whether 500 available in the X or not, 3.5 available in the X or not. Not in will be checking for the options. If ABC not available in the X, it returns a true. If 500 not available in the X, it returns true. If 3.5 not available in the X, it returns true. Please check it out. Just operators. Simple operators. In and not in. Come to the next one. You can add the element to the list very easily through append function. X dot append, X dot append, supply the element. Append, append. Try running. Appending an element at the end. Appending element at the end. Appending element at the end. By using append function, we can add the element at the end. Come to the 17. Inserting a new element at the specified index. Insert. Append is at the end. Insert is in the specified location. In the specified location, inserting a new element. Inserting an element in the specified location. You can check it out. At index number 3, earlier there was a true. True moved to the right side, 5000 inserted. While inserting, the current element moving to the right side. The current element is moving to the right side. Come to the next one. You can remove specified element from the list. Remove of true, remove of 3.5, remove of 8000. But this 8000 is not available. Please observe. Remove of 8000, giving an error. Specified element should be available. If at all specified element is not available in the list, you will be getting an error. If specified element is not available in the list, you will be getting an error. While removing whichever element you are specifying, that element should be available. If at all that element is not available, you will be getting an error. We are getting an error at line number 7. Line number 7 is trying to remove an element of 8000. Unfortunately, that 8000 is not available inside a list. Come to the next one. Pop method also used for removing, but you have to specify index number. You should specify index number. Pop method. Pop of 2, pop of 4, then 0. Come to the next one. Clearing every element, all the elements, removing from the list. Come to the next one. We can remove specified index element through del. By using a del, we can remove specified index element. Come to the next one. I'm deleting X, then I'm printing. This is very important. After deleting X, you cannot print. The total X variable is deleting from the memory, removing from the memory. At line number 4, you are getting a error like X is not defined. Even though X defined at line number 1, using at line number 2, removing at line number 3, totally removing from the memory at line number 3. At line number 4, X is not visible as it is removing from the memory. Del is deleting the variable from the memory itself, removing the variable from the memory itself. So once a del X, then X cannot be used. X will not be available in the memory. Come to the next one. You can copy all X elements into Y. There is a copy function in the list. Through copy function, we are copying every element of X into Y. Whatever content is there in the X, same content available in the Y also. Whatever content available in the X, same content available in the Y. Come to the next one. After copying After copying, changes will be reflecting to other or not. After copying, whether changes are reflecting to other or not. Initially, we copied all elements of x into y. Then we modified one of the element in the x. That modification reflected back to y or not. So please observe, after copying, both x and y acting as a independent modifications of x not reflecting to y. Modifications of y will not be reflecting back to x. This type of copy is called as a deep copy operation. What is meant by deep copy? What is meant by deep copy? Changes in the original not reflecting to duplicate after getting a duplicate. Changes in the duplicate not reflecting to original after getting a duplicate. Whatever process you use it to get the duplicate, that is called as a deep copy operation. Deep copy operation. While getting a duplicate, if you are using a deep copy, then duplicate will be independent of original. While getting a duplicate, if you are using a deep copy, then changes in the duplicate will not be reflecting back to original. Changes in the original will not be reflecting back to duplicate. Both are 100% independent now. X and Y both will be 100% independent. It is using a deep copy operation. There is another type of operation, shallow copy. In case of shallow copy, changes in one will be reflecting back to another. But Python supporting deep copy operation. In case of list, while getting a copied one, duplicated one, we are getting a deep copy. If it is a deep copy, changes in the original will not be reflecting back to duplicate. Changes in the duplicate will not be reflecting back to original. This is another way of producing duplicate. Here we are not using copy function. We are using the built-in list function. Anything can be converted into list by using built-in list function. Like a int function, bin function, float function, str function, list also one of the built-in function. You can use straight away list to get members of X into Y. members of X into Y. Here also deep copy operation, changes in the X not reflecting back to Y. We change it in the X, those changes are not reflecting back to Y. Come to the next one. We are able to add two lists by using plus operator. We are able to add two lists. X is one list, Y is another list. Both we are able to add. X plus Y is equal to Z. X plus Y is equal to Z. You can see. Try running. Come to the next one. Y extends the X. What is happening? After all Y elements, X elements are added. After all Y elements, X elements. Now, Z is from the Y. Whatever elements are there in the Z, whatever elements are there in the Y, those elements are copying into Z. Straightforward, while using extends, we are adding X elements into Y. X elements getting added into Y. Whatever X elements are there, those X elements are getting added into Y. Come to the next one. List allows any number of duplicates. 3.5. Again 3.5. 10 is available in the multiple locations. List allows any number of duplicates. Any number of duplicates. How to find out how many duplicates are there for a particular element? 3.5, how many number of times it is occurring? It's occurring 2 times. 10 is occurring 3 times. False is occurring 3 times. 4.5 occurring 2 times. ABC occurring 1 time. Hello occurring 0 times. So count is used for finding out how many duplicates are there for a particular element inside a list. Inside a list, how many duplicates are there for a particular element? How many duplicates are there for a particular element inside a list? Use the count function in order to find out duplicates. How many duplicates? Come to the next one. What index method will be returning? What index method is returning? Index of a particular specified element. Index of a particular specified element. If specified element is not there, you are getting an error. In other programming languages, you will be getting -1. But in Python, if specified element is not available, you will be getting an error. Hello is not available. Hello is not available. You are getting an error. In other programming languages, you will be getting -1. In other programming languages, if specified element is not available in the list, there -1. But here, for minus numbers also significant is there. Come on. Negative indexes also significance is there. That is why an error rather than -1. Hello is not available. You are getting an error. Specified element, if at all not available, you will be getting an error in case of int. Come to the next one. Reversing all the elements from the given list. 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 You can try reversing. Reversing all the elements from the given list. Sorting elements of a list. There is a built-in sort function. While using sort function, all elements of list should be same type. If elements are different type, how we can able to compare for sorting? While sorting, list should have a same type of elements. While sorting, list should have a same type of elements. If multiple type of elements are there, you will be getting runtime error. How it can compare 3.5 with ABC to identify the location? How it can compare XYZ with a false? Sorting can be done only in similar type of elements. Sorting can be done only in the similar type of elements, not in a different type of elements. Come to the next one. Copy the same program. Try providing one type of elements. Try providing one type of elements. If all are same type of elements, if all are same type of elements, sorting will be success. If all are same type of elements, sorting will be super success. In any programming language, sorting can be achieved only in one type of elements. If all elements are same type, we can identify which one is bigger, which one is smaller, which one is coming into which location, which index. If all elements are same type, then only we can achieve sorting. Let us consider all are person objects. Based on the age, we can sort. Based on the salary, we can sort. Based on the education, we can sort. If all elements are same type. If some are the person objects, some are the buffalo objects, we cannot sort. Whenever sorting is happening, all elements should be same type in case of sort in any programming language. These are the basics of a list. Every day we will be using list. List is used very extensively while covering logical coding programs. Lot of logical coding programs we will be developing by using list. At that time, you'll be knowing more about list.